with the things that we just shared this past couple of minutes, what is your overarching goal for the next few years?
The overarching goal, and I am a student outcomes person, but what'll be most important is to actually ensure our students feel a sense of belonging. They're accepted, they belong, and someone cares. That's most important.
I like that. I like that your answer wasn't numbers. It wasn't metrics. You know, how do I explain that? It wasn't data like, we want to see a raise in test scores or
we gonna get that.
But I'm saying, we're going to get it. But I mean, but I like that your answer wasn't.
That isn't it.
Yeah, that it was something bigger than okay, make sure every kid comes to class. It was bigger than class every day, bigger than 90% attendance. Things like that. So I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I just want to let you know. What? So keep going.
To me, that's most important because we actually just may or may not have to even be in a formal setting to learn. But if I feel I belong at the table, I'm accepted, and I can then contribute. You won't get that, and I don't care how smart you are, if you don't feel you belong, you won't interact or open up. And so for me, if I can do that, and instill that in others, not only students, but also adults.
I see that you had an opportunity to do something with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, so this is a two-part question. One, tell me about your experience with the Thunder. And second, tell me what other community outreach involvements you would like to be a part of.
Okay. And so in regards of being a community draft pick for the Oklahoma City
Is that what it was?
Thunder.
A community draft pick? So we're going to put that in there. Community draft pick. Okay.
And so, and actually getting to sit front row for the new incoming draftees. What was exciting is we had a moment to sit down with the coach. And my thing is, what's the last book you've read? What's the last good book you've read? I mean, I'm just kind of part of me. And he shared a book called Culture Code. And you have to ask yourself, for an organization, how do you have new people always coming in, people going out, and the culture stays? And he said to me, without even blinking, you intentionally teach it. You have to say, what? You have to know the behavior you want repeated, and you intentionally teach it. I was like, I got that. You see what I'm saying? And so I got so much from that. And even with the young men that they've drafted, they look for not only skill, but a will to be part of a team. Mm-hmm. And to hear, I think it's Sam Presti say, we are not looking for positions, we're looking for people. Humanize them first.
I like that.
I'm like, oh boy, we get to, so what an honor.
That's actually something that can transcend into education and what we're doing. What other community outreaches do you plan on being in?
Right now, please note I have to be very, very selective because of time, but I intentionally sought out Girl Scouts. So I sit on the board for the state of Girl Scouts because I have a little brownie.
Okay.
Once you become a Girl Scout and that leadership is shared and taught, strategic things of that nature, you're set up for scholarships. And so it's kind of like, did you know? And so with being on the board, and I shared with them, I'm looking at your underrepresented group. And even as I'm in a crowd, I'm always looking for someone who looks like me.
That's what's up. I like that.
And so
I like that.
didn't see that. So I'm willing to come to the table. And I was very transparent. This is why I'm here. I need to see other girls that look like me.
And that's why I think somewhere, excuse me, a few years back, I can't pinpoint when it started, but that's the term or the phrase started coming up, representation matters. You know, and so students want to see people that look like them in positions of power, or not necessarily power, but just in positions that aren't, you know, things that, so they can say, okay, this is attainable.
Yeah.
Not just for black and brown kids, you know, but, you know, everybody. And because sometimes it may be someone that may be of a certain race or ethnicity or religion or creed that doesn't see themselves in anybody that makes decisions. You know, and sometimes, and everybody believes that, or everybody would like to believe that they can do this, or I can be this, I can be this, I can be that. But until someone, you know, that they can relate to, either, it doesn't necessarily have to be race, because I'm not trying to bring race into it, but someone that grabs them by the hand and say, hey, I believe in you. You can do this. Come sit with me and do this, like you did for the young man. You know, like, hey, reach them where they are, and then, you know, just show some sort of confidence. Speaking of impacting in young generations, what would you tell a young person that's wanting or thinking to be where they want to be, where you are right now?
I tell them to read. There's a reason why at one point in our history we couldn't read. That's how you actually get to see other parts of the world, see different viewpoints. Pick up a book and read. And whatever subject area, content area, read everything within it. It isn't by chance I'm here, but it's by God's divine intervention that He's placed reading in me. And I try to share it with, you know, what are you reading? Tell me about it. Let me tell you what I'm reading. Because it's a separator. You tell me the last book you read, how long ago it has been, I can about predict your projection in life. Keep reading. That's what I would tell not only a kid, any adult. Read.
Yeah, I like that. I'm a believer in absorbing information.
Yeah.
Even if it's something that's not necessarily in your area, but if it's just listen, absorb the information, read about it. So when that opportunity comes, you can be a part of the conversation that others, so you're not excluded from the conversation. You know, even if you have no idea what they're talking about, just sit and listen and absorb the information.
Put the closed caption on the TV. Turn it off 10 minutes before the program goes off and figure out a different ending. You see what I'm saying? Do something different.
Too. Right.
And so, but it's all in regards of training your brain in that cognition to be able to see a different viewpoint. And so when I'm at the table and I'm scanning the room, not only looking for someone who looks like me, I'm also looking to see what viewpoint are they bringing. And then if I'm missing one, then I have to be the gap. But I can't do it if I don't do my homework. And I'm doing my homework.
All right. That's it for me. You got anything else you want to add?
Well, yes, Jesus, I want to ask about that.
Well, thank you. thank you for taking this time to
100%.
sit down with me,
Yeah.
and you know, as not just as your employee, but just as, you know, somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
And,
Anytime. What do you need to ensure you have a successful year?
that can be a short answer or a long answer.
Yeah.